preserved my youth. Not only did it capture my goals, it told me the truth.
Conversate for a few, cause in a few.
I let them know we missing you. The love is unconditional.
Wave your hands across the land if we family.
We got a world premiere right here, now get lost.
So off we go, let the trumpets blow. And hold on, because the driver of the mission is a pro.
No problem. So one of my concerns is, times are hard right now.
Mm-hmm.
And people, the gas is high, groceries are high, everything is high. And my fear is, remember when COVID happened and, the kids had to go home and they would say, it's going to be a lot of kids going hungry. It's going to be a lot of kids who may be less safe because they don't have those mandatory reporters that are going to see them every day at school or what have you. So it's my concern that, we may see more kids end up in the foster system. So we need to develop these systems that you have put into place, these programs that you have put into place. And like you said, it's a nationwide problem. So while we are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, somebody can take this and do it somewhere else and help the children there. There's plenty of children that could be helped. But also what concerns me is, listen, we give out scholarships. We do, it costs money to do Freshman Fresh. And, somebody may say, listen, you know what, I really want to help, but I don't have it in me to give anything right now. It's tight. What's something that somebody can do that doesn't involve money that can help greater than expectations?
I love that. And I'll just throw out really quickly. We also work with Judge Gonzalez, which is the Dallas County judge over like all the adoptions in the Dallas County area. And she too has the same thought. She's like, it doesn't matter how many programs are created. We need them all. It's just that much support that is needed for students. And so free things that people can do is simply, I have my shirt on. You can't see it, but it's my greater than expectation shirt. You can follow us on all of our platforms, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. You can share our postings, right? That brings awareness. You can volunteer. Volunteering is free. Your time and your talent. We try to match students. There's a student right now in the program. She wants to go into interior design. And so my goal is to pair her with an interior designer who designs the rooms for Freshman Fresh and kind of give her that experience so she can have it as a part of her portfolio. But also now she's giving back to other students in the program. So depending on your job, there may be a student who wants to help. We have another board member a young man, all he wanted was some razors to shave his face. But he was talking about how he had acne. And I'm like, okay, but I knew like a basic razor, like I'm talking about, just the kind that women or men may use to shave their underarms. That's what he wanted. And when I talked to one of our volunteers, he was like, he doesn't need that, especially because it was a Black male. He's like, no, he needs some clippers. Yes. And I'm like, okay, I don't know anything about that.
I'm just sitting there thinking about, no, he needs some T-liner and these clippers because that's the reason why he's breaking out. Yeah. And that's the reason
exactly.
why people that
and so it was like, okay, well, what do I need to do? Because I'm not a man, right? And so, and I'm not a Black man. And so thankfully that day it was, got on Amazon, sent some clippers to the young man with some aftershave and had them the ability to chat with each other to kind of help him. So it's not a lot of time or money that is necessarily needed all the time. It's just showing up. That's the biggest thing, is showing up behind the scenes, because we are such a small organization. Nobody from our nonprofit seeks money yet, or not yet, not seeking money, but gets paid yet. We would love to grow it to where we can. So the time and the talent, we need someone to help us with our social media. We have somebody right now volunteering and updating our website, and I'm grateful for the extra hands and support. So volunteering is also key. And spreading the word, inviting people to our events. We have something coming up on the 30th, inviting people to the events that allow us to share the word that then helps us to share with others who can go out and spread the information.
Right. And that event is Pathways to Possibilities. You'll come out. It's free. It's free to register, free to show up. And you'll learn a lot more about Greater Than Expectations and the stuff that Dr. Crystal Ward has put into place, her and her amazing board. and all of our volunteers and the students as well. So I know we talked about non-financial ways, but hey, money does help.
It does.
So where can they go? Where can they donate? If they and listen, because people watch this from outside of the Dallas Metroplex area, they say they may be able to. And $5, $10, it all helps. Trust me, it all
It
helps.
does.
So
It does.
where can they find how to donate?
Awesome. So if you're not coming to the event on the 30th, you can register for that event on our website. Our
So
website
the
is
30th of May, even though
yes,
I don't like to date the shows because people will watch this and in the reverse, but it's important. The 30th of May, 2026.
right. And so you can go to greaterthanexpectations.org. There's an event page to register there, but also on our website, there's a donate button. There's a volunteer button. And so you can sign up to volunteer or to donate. You can donate as a one-time donor. We have someone, since we started in 2020, this person donates $20 a month every single month. They have it on an automatic draft coming from their bank account. And as you said, that $20, that $5, it all adds up. $5 can contribute to a meal that a student may not have money to buy. We have students who have food insecurity. That is a real thing. We have students who don't know how to drive. Thankfully, through one of our other partners, we're getting some students set up for driver's ed lessons, right? To make sure that they know how to properly drive, and it will save them on their insurance. So you can donate small amounts or big amounts, whether it's to Freshman Fresh or just general programming. You can set it up as a one-time or a reoccurring donation as well.
That's right. And you can see, man, there's so much stuff. And, Dr. Ward is, very humble, but she is there for these children 100%. And she goes and when it's outside of the program, she goes and she'll have lunch with them, she'll have dinner with them, check in with them. And just think back to when you were in college and how sometimes you may have needed to call home to get that reassurance and think about if you didn't have the ability to do that. So we really need to make sure that we are supporting people like Dr. Ward because it's important. And this is a population that does go forgotten and it is looked over. And, I just say that I'm so proud of you. God bless you. This is going to be amazing as you continue to grow this program. What do you see going forward with Greater Than Expectations? What's in your wildest dreams? What would you like to see happen with GTE? I'm not putting you on the spot. I know I put you on the
No,
spot,
that
but listen,
question actually
but
just made,
words are powerful, and we're gonna speak it into existence.
that question actually just made me a little bit emotional. So I'm trying to keep myself together. So it's just crazy how everything comes together. Because I always said if money was not an option, and this is before GTE, I'm talking about in high school, I would say that I would want a mix of like a home where kids lived that was like the YMCA and nobody wanted to ever leave. So the wildest dream would to create a facility. If you do any research right now, even in Texas, we lack space specifically for teens to go. There's not enough. One of our young people who are in the program talked about the lack of actual homes for kids that are in foster care. And then when you add that added layer of teens, people don't want to fool with teens, which is why I love them. Even as a teacher, I love the craziest kids. Send them to me. And so it would be a home. Shout out to Viola's House. Viola's House is here in Dallas and they help young mothers. It would be something similar to that, but that was the idea that I had, is like a place where these young adults can come and they feel safe. That's the biggest place. The biggest part is feeling safe and they never want to leave. But they get all of the development that they need right there, whether it is job training, whether it is finishing school, and they have activities. So that would be like the wildest dream ever. In the meantime, it would be just growing our footprint here in the Metroplex. I'm originally from Kansas City, so we've done things in Kansas City as well, and just expanding our reach to students. Since we started, we've sent down college kits to the Rio Valley area. We've helped with scholarships all across. We have a student who's at Grambling University right now. We have a young man who is in the military now serving in California. So our reach is in different places. They may have started here. Our scholarship recipient, she's from California. But definitely expanding our reach and programming that is specific to their needs. So going back to the wellness retreat that I want to do, that was based off a conversation with some young ladies, just how it is to function in today's world, being honestly, more specifically, they spoke about being Black women in today's world. And so it just made me feel like we need to have something to pour into them and make them feel affirmed in being who they are. And so that's something that I'm doing. We've done a market in the past where we partner with another organization that serves foster youth, the La La Land Foundation. And we had some financial literacy, and then the kids could use bucks and they were able to buy real products. So you could get your shaving cream there. You could get a headshot if you needed. And so we want to just continue those things and make it fun for our young adults as they are transitioning into the real world.